What's up YouTube, Capital G here, checking out a brand new WOT card that just got revealed coming out of Chaos Impact. When I first saw this card, I was like, what? Who even remembers this archetype? You guys remember, WOTs were from 5Ds, they were based around attacking your opponent directly. They were synchro based, but I don't really think anybody synchroed much with the archetype. Anyways, they have a new spell card that is absolutely excellent. I want to say my knee-jerk reaction is this is probably the best WOT card of all time, and also the artwork on this card is magnificent. This might be my favorite artwork in like the last 5 years. It's really just that good. Well, maybe outside of like Leo Dancer, but anyways, let's go ahead and check out Wattrain. This is a normal spell that says you can activate the first and second effects, each as hard once per turn. The first effect says add WOT cards with different names from your deck to your hand, except another copy of Wattrain, up to the number of thunder monsters with different names you control. Second effect, if this card is in your graveyard except the turn it was sent to your graveyard, you can banish this card, special summon as many WOT monsters with different names as possible from your hand. Alright, so Wattrain is absolutely amazing in my opinion, so much so that I do believe that this is the strongest WOT card of all time. If you look at the first effect, it basically is a rota for your entire archetype, which is a lot more than the archetype had going for it previously. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, they did have WOT Cobra, but that was only searching for monsters. This card obviously lets you search for monsters within WOTs, but also spells and traps, so it's automatically just better than WOT Cobra when it comes to the searchability, as well as the fact that this card can search for multiple cards at a time depending on how many monsters you have on your field with different names. The one thing I really like about this card that I think WOT players will instantly notice that maybe other players won't is the fact that it doesn't even technically require you to have WOT monsters on the field. People have talked about having things like Solar Battery Man and maybe the Solar Battery Man token on the field. You could also have like the Thunder family monsters on board, maybe even some weird planet where you're playing Thunder Dragon WOTs and you got some Thunder Dragons on field. You could use those as well, and because of some of the recent releases, you could even search some kind of normal WOT cards, I guess. Something like WOT Kinetic Puppeteer, which is a little bit of a hand trap that can kind of be used against like Sky Strikers. You take their Sky Striker Link monster, you put it in the main monster zone. Now they can't activate any of their cards. That can kind of be cute, but the searchability of this card is obviously a lot better than what WOTs had going for it. And then when you look at the second effect, this is something WOTs desperately needed as well. WOTs, to my knowledge, are just another archetype that live and die off of the normal summon. They do not have any natural extenders from their hand. No monsters like that inherently special summon themselves. So I kind of feel like you really do need ways of getting those damn WOT monsters out of your hand without having to rely on the once per turn normal summon, especially if you are resolving Wattrain off of like the Thunder family monsters. You're searching 2 WOT monsters, but you already use your normal summon. During your next turn, boom, you can just banish this card from the graveyard and you can just special summon the 2 WOT monsters that you search. Now, is this going to fix the WOT archetype? Fuck no. This is not going to be enough. One card is not going to fix the archetype, but this is a strong start. If WOTs were to get, maybe like a really good defensive trap card that they could now search and then use that to disrupt their opponents, or what I've always thought WOTs needed, I think WOTs need like an Honest card. Honest has always been great in WOTs, but they can't search it, so it's always been kind of difficult and unreliable to kind of have it any given time. If WOTs can get some good defensive cards, maybe we might actually be going somewhere. But this is definitely a good start, and again, in my opinion, this is the best WOT card overall of all time. But maybe you guys disagree. Whatever you think, leave it in the comment section below. I think that people might be confused that this is a bad card because it's in a bad archetype. No, this is an amazing card that just happens to be in a bad archetype. Anyways, whatever you guys think, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.